Hello and welcome. In this explainer, we're going to be exploring a really fascinating approach to school improvement, one that's deeply rooted in biblical foundations. We'll be taking a look at how Belhaven University frames this idea of assessment for continuous school improvement, not simply as a set of practices, but really as a leadership calling.
This video lecture has been produced using artificial intelligence with the supervision of Belhaven faculty.
So, where do we begin with a topic like this? Well, at the very heart of this framework is the idea that leadership plays the decisive role in any school improvement. But the emphasis here isn't on what you might first think, like management techniques or complex data analysis. Instead, it's all about the foundational character and the posture of the leader.
So what does this kind of foundational leadership actually look like? Well, it's defined here as wise leadership. And what's particularly insightful is how it's broken down into two parts. First, it's a leadership posture that, well, it listens in order to learn. Listening actually comes before action. And second, it uses discernment, which is understood as being given by God, to then guide the school improvement process. So you see, it's not just about personal intuition, it's about a divinely guided direction. This leads us to a central thesis, a core idea for this entire framework. There is no growth where there is no vision. It's a very direct and unambiguous statement, isn't it? It establishes vision, not as some optional extra or a strategic tool, but as an absolutely necessary, non-negotiable condition for any real progress to happen.
But if vision is that important, you have to ask, where does this mandate for vision even come from? This framework grounds it firmly in Scripture. Scripture provides the ultimate context for a leader's responsibility. So now, let's explore two key passages that really help to illuminate this whole concept. The first passage is from Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18, and it offers a really powerful illustration of this principle. It says, "If people can't see what God is doing, they stumble all over themselves. But when they attend to what He reveals, they are most blessed."
Okay, so let's unpack that for a moment. The crucial point of this verse is how it highlights the very real consequences of failing to see what God is doing. Without that kind of vision, people just stumble. They're aimless. And this directly links the idea of leadership vision to a deep spiritual awareness. The contrast couldn't be clearer. You have aimless stumbling on one side, and on the other, the blessing that comes from being truly attentive to divine revelation. Now, this second passage, this one from Habakkuk chapter 2, develops this theme even further. It speaks more to the nature of the vision itself. It reads, "This vision message is a witness pointing to what's coming. It's on its way. It will come right on time." This passage gives us a profound insight into what the vision actually is. You see, it's not presented as some vague hope, but as a purposeful message, one that points toward a specific future. And the emphasis on timeliness, the idea that the vision will unfold exactly as intended, well, that provides a deep sense of reassurance for a leader. But at the same time, it also calls for a great deal of patience and faithfulness. So, after looking at these foundations, this concept of wise leadership, the absolute necessity of vision, and the scriptural mandate for it, we come to one final big question. What is the ultimate role of a leader within this specific framework? And the answer really synthesizes everything we've just discussed. When you look at it through this biblical lens, continuous school improvement is not just some organizational process. It is fundamentally a leadership responsibility. And it's a responsibility that is grounded in those essential practices of discernment, of active listening, and of a patient, faithful attention to God's revealed vision.